Good evening, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you're listening from. My name is Madeleine. I'm from Nigeria, and I would love to share sermon with every one of us. This sermon is titled "The King's Coronation," and it's highlighted from this wonderful Bible passage, First Samuel 12. I pray that as we listen to this passage, we're gonna have some impactful takeaways from this passage. I pray that our hearts are gonna be open. There shall be no distractions while we listen, so that we shall be all be blessed individually. I also pray, lastly, that this passage, this preaching, or I'd say this topic, will bless us beyond ways that we could ever imagine. In Jesus' name. So I'm talking about the King's Coronation. That's a topic. Okay, and now I would love to read some extract of this Bible verse so we understand exactly where we're coming from. So I want to read now from the New International Bible Version. So if you have this, you can read along with me. So this is chapter 12, First Samuel chapter 12. I'm going to start with verse 1. Samuel said to all Israel, I've listened to everything you said to me, and I've set a king over you. Now you have a king as your leader. As for me, I am old and grey, and my sons are here with you. I've been your leader from my youth until this day. Here I stand. Testify against me in the presence of the Lord and his anointed. Whose ox have I taken? Whose donkey have I taken? Whom have I cheated? Who have I oppressed? From whose hand have I accepted a bribe? Make me shut my eyes. If I've ever done all of these things, I'll make it right. You have not cheated or oppressed us, they replied. You have not taken anything from anyone's hand. Someone said to them, the Lord is my weakness, and also his anointed is witness to this day, and you have not found anything in my hand. He is witness, they said. And Samuel said to the people, it is the Lord who appointed Moses and Aaron and brought your ancestors up out of Egypt. Now then, stand there, because I'm going to confront you with the evidence before the Lord as to all the righteous acts performed by God for you and your ancestors. So I'm going to stop there, okay? Because I'd like to give a brief summary on the topic. I just have to stop there. So if we read down to the last verse of this passage, we will see that the whole purpose, the whole summary of this First Samuel 12 is giving an insight of Samuel's farewell speech. Okay, Samuel gave his farewell speech to the Israelites. He reminds them of how God has helped them in the past. He has also warned them about the danger of turning away from him. So if you go move forward, you read that Samuel was warning them that you can't turn away from God. You've lived through this path in a right way. You cannot just turn away from God, because there will be consequences, right? Samuel talks about his own leadership, the fact that he has led without blames. He has led, and he can beat his chest that, as I've led you for these years, I've not done anything wrong. I've not stolen from you. I have not been bribed. Even if you said I've been bribed, right? You can come up to say that, I've bribed someone before in the past. You can bring your evidence. That's what it means there. You can bring your evidence, because he was without blame. That's why he could speak. Stand in front of everyone to tell them that I've not taken anything from you. It's only a bold and blameless man that can do that. So moving forward, so yes, he has talked about his style of leadership, and during the process of talking about his style, he actually told the people that he has listened to them by giving them a king that's going to treat them very fairly, like the way he has. Then he has reminded them of all God has done to save them in the past, like bringing them from Egypt. He even highlighted the way Moses and Aaron's story, that God sent them to rescue them from Pharaoh's hand. He just made reference to that, just to remind Israel that, see, oh, God has helped you drastically and He will continue to help you. So just stay on course. All right. And even when they had disobeyed in the past, God has been faithful to them. So that's what he has kept reminding them. So Samuel has warned them that they should not disobey their king that is going to coronate them, even, and also God, that there's going to be consequences, right? If they disobey and serve, if they obey the king and they obey God, things going to go well, all right? To show how serious Samuel was, Samuel to show how serious this was actually that Samuel was referring to, he prayed, right? He prayed, and God sent thunder and rain during the harvest. There is something like that doesn't really happen. The people were really scared, and they really wanted to know that, okay, this is something we're going to do right. I'm going to stand by my king and all right. Then in the midst of this, they asked Samuel to pray for them. They were actually ready to learn. They're ready to give in their heart. They were solemn in the moment. They wanted Samuel to really tell them, to comfort them that, okay, everything's going to be fine, because they were scared of the consequences. Mind you, because these consequences have not occurred already. It was just something Samuel told them that they shouldn't do. Samuel just assured them that they should not be afraid, that they should just make sure that they serve God with wholeheartedly. All right. So I just want to conclude by saying that the main message in this chapter that God has shown to us, is that God is ever faithful regardless. Is ever faithful, right? He is faithful, is merciful, right? Regardless of everything, as far as we are His children. But He also wants us to obey Him. He wants us to be with Him. He wants us to follow His footsteps and His laws. Whatever He has told us, He wants us to do that. So regardless of the fact that He's merciful and is also kind, is also loving, we should not take Him for granted. As we should not take the King that He has bestowed on us for granted. Thank you very much, and have a lovely evening.